Okay, so it seems that we have some pretty huge news in regards to Filian and the entire hiatus stuff. Now, if you guys don't know, we've been keeping an eye on Filian's channel over on YouTube, and the fact that she's been losing a lot of views due to her privating or deleting videos or whatever, and essentially it's been going missing. But there has been a big change, because if you now go to Filian's channel, well, there's nothing there, right? It says Filian, Filian is lost, 3.14 million subscribers, so that is her account. And there is nothing, no videos, no nothing, no shorts, no profile picture, no anything, which is very, very interesting, because now it, begs the question, is this really part of the ARG thing that she's doing? Is this supposed to mean that maybe she's coming back with a big bang anytime soon? Or is her channel actually, down? I don't know. Because, of course, there could be multiple kind of things behind this, right? Of course, if I go to the channel stats are normal, because I'm pretty sure it just hasn't caught up with the fact that the channel's been taken down, because it's only been taken down recently, right? I say taken down, everything has just been removed, which you could essentially say the channel's been removed, right? With the fact of, obviously she's had all of these videos, all of these views, 102,000, it keeps going on and on and on, and then you can see it goes up to Friday, and that was the last day, and that's today, right? Meaning that this has literally happened in the last couple of hours or so, right? If not sooner than that, if not maybe a couple minutes ago. I might be super quick to this, I don't know. And obviously one of the posts that I saw from the Dark Enjoyer here was the one that kind of alerted me to this. Some people were commenting, yeah, I repeat, Filian's channel has been wiped clean out of nowhere. And this was literally, like 4 minutes ago. So a lot of people are very surprised now about what is going on, saying, what the hell? Saying, oh, hell, it's either an entire rebrand or she straight up died, and it is true, right? Saying, what is going on, man? Is it really over? Now, again, I don't really know what this means for the future of Filian, right? There has been this talk of essentially she was going to be like rebranding and potentially having her first VTuber model debut or whatever, because she hasn't really done that, right? But again, people thought maybe she's going to remove a couple of videos or whatever, and then it was going to be fine. But it seems like the entire channel is now gone. There's been no kind of communication from Filian. Filian hasn't made any posts or anything like that. Not on Twitter. I mean, her Twitter is still there. So again, that's something to kind of, I guess, point out there. Again, I don't know about any of her other kind of social media sites. I wonder if Twitch is still up. Let me have a look. Let's have a little check. It seems like, obviously a lot of things have been going down, but yeah, her Twitch seems to still be intact. It seems to be all good. It is literally just the YouTube channel. So, there is a couple of things that this could be. As I said, it could be a part of the ARG. As I said, we know that Filian has been removing videos on purpose, well, potentially on purpose, and that she has been doing this ARG on purpose. It is known, right? We all know that there is some kind of story that is going on with that. That could be a factor to this, right? This could 100% be a part of that, and maybe there's some kind of clue on whenever it's taken down or whatever, which the ARG people will find out, right? That could 100% be the case. It could be also the fact that maybe this wasn't a part of the ARG, and we were going, hey, this is all part of the ARG, don't worry, etc., etc. When in actual fact, maybe her videos were actually being taken down, and maybe ended up with all of her, channel being taken down, right? Which again, I don't know. But I would hedge my bets to say that this is more than likely to do with the ARG and to do with her comeback and to do with getting publicity for it, because of course he's had a lot of publicity, right? And the last time we heard about Filian was a little while ago. I've made a lot of videos about the VTuber awards and everything like that. Obviously that was taken down, the website was taken down, but that's kind of like a side point from the hiatus that doesn't really fit into that. But in terms of the hiatus, we haven't heard much in terms of the last video that was removed back in, what, March 9th? So it's been almost a month, just less than a month, since we had our last real big update on this channel. Now, of course, there's probably been other things going on with the ARG. I've heard it has been at quite a bit of a standstill, but I don't really know. Again, I'm not sure how, much people are keeping up with it, but it is interesting, right? And of course, it does, ask the question, does this mean that Filian will be coming back very, very soon? Or could we still be waiting for a couple more months and there could be even more clues that might drop later on? Will there be stuff that might appear on this channel later on? We don't know, because of course now this kind of creates a big blank canvas. Now, Do I think she's deleted her channel? Do I think she's deleted her like videos and all of that kind of stuff? I would hope not. You know, I would hope that she has just privated every single video on her channel, and maybe they will go up at another time, because obviously a lot of people will be wanting to watch those. And of course, I hope that maybe some people were in the process of maybe archiving some of those things, because if it is actually gone forever, you know, we just missed our chance, right? And again, it seems like a lot of the links, you know, all of our links and stuff are gone. You can still join for a membership, so the membership stuff is still there, it seems like. But yeah, it's only just that, right? And again, maybe that means something. Maybe that means that you could potentially still, you know, there's still hope that this could happen. But as I said, this is the official channel, right? 579 million views there, which obviously might suggest that maybe some of them are privated or unlisted or whatever. I don't know. But it says 3.14 million subscribers. And obviously, yeah, it is the official channel. This isn't some random channel, because obviously with that profile picture, it makes it look like some random like YouTube user or whatever. No, that is not the case. But again, it is very odd, because obviously I can understand removing videos and privating them for the sense of a public display, right? Obviously, it got a lot of attention. People were tuning into what she was doing a lot more. But does this mean that, you know, maybe something worse is happening? Maybe, right? Because I think that, you know, for example, with Filian obviously taking down a lot of this stuff, her search engine, you know, optimization isn't going to be very good anymore, because she's got no videos, she's got nothing that is being suggested. And if it was something to do with publicity, it wouldn't really make sense to remove the things that were already public that were making her kind of more popular, right? Because people were still watching her videos. As we said, she's still gaining subscribers, actually, even though she's been on hiatus. But again, you know, removing all the videos, she now has zero reach. Filian has zero reach whenever it comes to YouTube. Obviously, she does reach whenever it comes to Twitter and whatever else she's on, maybe TikTok. I think she's got a TikTok. So, you know, those are probably still up, right? But in terms of YouTube, which is probably, you know, a big money maker, it is pretty interesting, right? To if this was genuinely a decision to take this down in terms of in the kind of what do you call it, process of publicity and the process of like trying to get more popularity, right? I wonder if that, you know, has something to do with that, because it doesn't make sense to remove videos to get more popular, right? Like, at least that's what I think personally. But also I can see now everything about to go viral. Obviously, you know, I'm very early to this, so I'm sure this is probably going to pop off on my Twitter timeline in about 20 minutes time, whenever people start to find out that this is down. But, you know, for now, obviously from a couple of posts I'm saying, a lot of people are very, very confused, right? Saying, oh, how is ever an entire rebrand? Obviously, already saw that I'm so scared, you know, what? So again, a lot of people are very, very confused. A lot of people are very, very worried about what is going on. Now, as I said, you know, at the end of the day, I like to keep a positive mindset of this. I think that potentially this could just be a part of the ARG. There is obviously this small chance in the back of your head where you think, maybe it's not, and maybe there is actually an issue with the channel that's going on, and that's why all the videos have been taken down. You never know. But I think that, as far as I think, it should be to do with the whole ARG or the whole publicity thing to get, you know, maybe a comeback going. And if anything, you should take this as a positive if that is the case, right? Because it means that she, you know, this is kind of the final step, right? She can't really do much else more apart from, as I said, maybe adding videos, adding a profile picture, adding whatever, because, you know, she's like slowly faded this profile picture away. And I thought maybe it was going to go black, but maybe they decided to remove the profile picture altogether along with all of the content. And this is the kind of final thing, right? This is the final form of them removing all of the content. But you know, after that, as I said, the only thing they can do is make changes to the channel to kind of hype something up, right? But that's about it. And that does, you know, it fills you a little bit of hope that maybe, at least in the next couple of months or so, a couple of weeks maybe, that she might come back. You never know. But again, that is essentially a full update on what is going on, what we know so far, and some of the reactions from people, at least initially, because this is some pretty fresh news, right? I literally was about to upload a different video, and then I was like, wait, hold up, wait, this is down? Oh god, wait, hold up, I need to go. And then I literally loaded up OBS and started making this video. But yeah, very interesting and big update, big update, and I'm sure this is going to blow up later on whenever I see it coming up on my Twitter. But yeah, that's about all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameSubs, use my code Kazza, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.